Hey, it's Friday. Yeah, about time. Hey, it's been 167 of those agonizing hours, but here we are, ready to rock and roll. Guys, Nick, Loise, Dawn, the Megalodon Brenton, welcome.
Three guys with a face for radio. I mean, this is scary
definitely
today, right? Three guys.
Definitely.
We're not as young as sexy as Tom, but we all have. Two of us have beards. We got to get you run, Richie.
Well,
but other than that,
we used to have a policeman's mustache.
I'm sure from the 70s. We called that something different in the United States. But go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely call it something different.
But Shushan would yell at us if we said it, so we're gonna stay clean.
Yeah,
fair enough too. Cool. All right, let's get the show on the road. I'm just going to quickly turn my volume up a touch, we're going to have heaps of fun. The number one fun thing I love doing is giving away Tom and Nick's money. We're going to do some of that. We're going to talk about accountability and a few tips and tricks for the chosen few who follow it. And we are going to talk about a couple of other things as well, and usually have a bit of fun and enjoy ourselves because this is Pirate Friday. So,
speaking of which, are we going rogue and giving away extra money again?
Of course we are. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Grab a cold drink, sit back, and we'll get on with it.
It's time. The moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Woo! Yeah! Listen to that. Oh, man, amped up, fired up, raring to go.
It's the loudest I've ever heard them, I think.
Yeah. I think that's just it's the enthusiasm for the three of us. Richie, Nick, welcome along from live from the lake house. Dawn
from the lake house.
Welcome live from the headquarters of Tie-Dye Digital.
Currently, I'm in the bathroom.
Good times.
My wife kicked me out of the office.
Well, I've been kicked out of my office as well. I've relocated to the kitchen. And we've got house guests for pretty much the next 2 months. So I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time in my office anymore, but I will relocate upstairs at a later date. Anyway, enough about me. What's been happening this week, fellas? How's your week been?
It's been outstanding. It's been hot, crazy hot in the Midwest, but just a lot of fun. It's been busy with client work, and I think everybody's kind of kicking into gear for the second half of the year on my end.
Yeah, I'm finding exactly the same thing. Things are ramping up, as I've just mentioned before. I've had a couple of really strong referrals this week, and that's something that when you really get in the zone and you start talking to your customers about, hey, I'm looking after you, hooking you up in that. If you know anyone that can use my services, please pass me on, and you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And I'm getting really quality referrals as well, really good businesses. So, yeah, I love it. It's but I think the momentum is picking up out there. It's great.
Yeah, same here. My two biggies I was telling you about before the show were both direct referrals, where the guy picked up the phone and called us three-way, put us on the phone three-way and said, you need to talk to this guy. So
yeah.
My favorite kind of referrals is a direct referral. None of this, I'll send him an email. No, dude, get him on the phone. It's back from my rainbow days. You call him and book an appointment right now, right, to get your bonus.
Yep. And and that's the thing with referrals as well, and is speed to market. Get on top of it. Get it. Don't leave it till Monday. Make that initial connection, and then just keep on staying in touch with people, because that's how you convert the sale and win a relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think people do enough of that. You just think about it. You guys got 5 deals. I was thinking about 1 or 2 of my prospects that came in for my business was a referral, right? And so it's probably a future show we should do. I know we're talking about accountability here, but future show. It's just really the art of asking for referrals and creating from referrals. And I loved Dorn. No, we're calling him right now. None of this. I'll send him an email stuff. Let's get him on the phone and get going. Obviously, I was more elegant than Dorn was when he said it, but I think it's the most important thing that
I was more eloquent with them when I said it too. I do have a slightly professional side. It's not always gruff. Let's do it now.
There you go.
Sentiment is the same. Life's too short. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. If we're going to do a referral, let's do it while we're sitting here.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Tom is away. I think he's looking at colleges for Paige. So that's an exciting trip, exciting time for a parent as well. The kids are leaving the nest and off into the big world. So I think he's in Pennsylvania this week. I think so.
Yeah.
So, I think Nick's in Washington. He did a training yesterday for Agency Evolution, and so he's I think he owns a place in Washington. He lived out there for a while, eh? So
I think it's a rental Airbnb type deal.
Yep. And he's out there. I think as far as the Shark HQ goes, everyone's been flat out busy this week. It's there's just a lot of stuff going on. Heaps of new really cool things that have come out in the last couple of weeks. And today we're going to be talking about a new an evolution and new system and stuff, and that the 100K Club live coaching path to six figures, which is very much about our topic today, accountability. And being accountable is so many different things, isn't it? Dawn, you know it or not, you are one of my accountability partners. You keep me on track and focused in different areas and everything else. But I'm lucky I've got a lot of resource that can keep me focused and stuff. And I find that's the one thing that has really enabled my business to grow is being able to talk to someone who gets it, understands it, and bounce those ideas off them so they can say, nah, don't focus on that, do this, and you go off and do that. And that is one form of accountability, having that person to check in with is a great thing to have, and you got to build that into your business style and the way you do things. Would you agree, Nick?
Absolutely. Yeah, I used to invest in real estate, and I had a partner, and I actually had two partners, and it was middle of December, like 10 degrees outside, and I got up and I didn't feel well, and I told my wife I got to go to the job site because if I don't show up and they're there, I'm going to feel bad, right? So we all three showed up, and all three of us said, I'm sick. Can we just call the day off and go home? But we all showed up because we didn't want to let the other two down. And that is vital. Having something a lot of people don't have the self-discipline to just do stuff. And having the accountability partner, someone you are quote unquote beholden to, is vital. It's just absolutely vital. Yeah.
And
I think being an entrepreneur is probably one of the loneliest things you could do, right? And so, really, there's not a lot of people to talk to except for other entrepreneurs, because corporate folks just don't understand what we go through, the emotional highs and lows on a daily basis. And so, having an accountability partner, accountability spouse, accountability partner, accountability group, I think is critical. Not only just to kind of keep yourself sane. And check and make sure you're not the only one going through this, but also kind of give you, the shot in the arm when you need it, or the kick in the pants when you need it, or the high five when you need it, right? And so I don't think small business owners do it enough, and we all should, right? We all should have somebody or somebodies that we use to drive us to the next level, and it's just so important.
Yeah, absolutely. And it could be, finding that accountability partner isn't something you just don't just grab anyone off the shelf, and that you've got to find the appropriate person, someone who's better at it than you are, is the way that I've always aimed. Aim high for someone that actually knows more, does more, is more capable, because they'll, when you hang out with smarter and better people, you become a smarter and better person as well. And I mean, I play pickleball on a Monday night, and I enjoy playing with the people that are really, really good. And they don't dumb it down for you. They really hammer you, and they can just outserve you for a whole game. But I get better when I play with those people. So that's a vital thing for accountability is, be accountable to someone who is above your station at the time, and you will grow to their level as well.
Yeah, I don't think it could be a friend, right? Because a friend's going to want to keep the friendship, and they're not going to tell you the truth, right? A spouse probably shouldn't be involved that much, because you want to keep that relationship sacred. So you do need somebody, and you need a group that play at a higher level than you, because I think rising tide raise all boats. I think you're spot on with that.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Very much so. Well, so the 100K Club, Dawn, do you want to give us a bit of a synopsis of what, how, and what does it do? How does it work?
Basically, on a granular level, it is a 12-step program to go from 0 to 100K a year, right? So we're calling it 10K a month, nice round numbers. And it involves basically, when I started my agency 20 years ago, I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't know what to do, right? I didn't know all my basics. I didn't know how to prospect. I didn't know how to qualify prospects. I didn't really know how to sell anything. So what the 100K Club does is it takes you step by step through. Get your mind right? Where you need to be, what you need to do to start, right? How to prospect, how to set up a system to prospect, how to do sales, right? How to price, all of the things that you need to do to grow an agency to whatever level you want to grow it, ideally, are laid out progressively. And the key to this thing is we have accountability built into the system. Before you can move to the next level, you have to do certain things, and we have to verify that you do them. One of the levels, you have to have 3 recurring clients for 3 months, and you've got to show us receipts, right? So we know for a fact you're walking the walk and talking the talk. Right. So each level has different things you have to do, and that's built-in accountability. Right. In addition to that, we have weekly calls that are included in this with me every Monday at 3 p.m. We have different topics, and we go into detail about the paths on one week. So we might be on Thresher Shark. So I go more in depth about that specific level than even what's included in the level. Right. A lot of times I'll put how I adapted things, right? Or how I do things in there, right? Because I have a pretty decent agency, right? But you get weekly calls. On the second Monday of the month, you actually have extra homework, right? That will help you work through that, even at a higher level than what you're required to do. Because I believe in my personal opinion, I don't want to get political, but America has become the church of mediocrity. We don't want mediocre. We want outstanding. So I'm going above and beyond with homework to help you be even more accountable. And even more successful. Right. So, and then you get access to, typically we focus on 3 core services. You get access to things that will help you fulfill those services in addition to the training. It's really a good program. I went through it. I canceled my agency. I was so tired of working in my agency, right? I had an office building. I had employees. I had an open door policy. Huge mistake, right? I should have had a vault door policy. Don't bother me. I'm working. So I got burned out. I took a corporate job, and that was even more miserable, right? It just was. And after a year or so, my wife said, "You're quitting. I'm not listening to this anymore." She was my ultimate accountability partner, right? So I came across a low-level product from the Sharks, And one of the offers was Path to Six Figures, which is included in the 100K Club. And I thought, these guys seem to have a better model. I know the basics of this stuff, but I need a better operating model. So I joined a Path to Six Figures, and within it, 3 months, 4 months, I was back to 5K a month, just doing what's in the program, doing it exactly the way they say, following the procedures that they line out in the program, and just putting the work in, right?
Yep.
So that's what it's designed to do, give you a 12-step guided path from nothing to six figures. And then with the 6 figures, you're ready to do some more.
Is it particularly good if you were, say, working a full-time job and you were trying to get an agency off the ground and set up and all those basics and stuff, and maybe you could only dedicate 1 or 2 hours a day to that? Maybe you can do that six days a week. Is it a system that, a course, the content and everything else in that, does it help those people to be able to just get it set up while they're still working and stuff
Absolutely.
as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. What's really cool is we record the calls. So if you can't, if they're Monday at 3 p.m., some people, if they have a job, they're at work, they can't get on a call, right? They can watch the recordings, and then they can reach out to me. And obviously we have a Facebook group specifically for those people. They have access when they need something. They can submit questions. The fourth Monday of the month is a Q&A where we answer live questions or submitted questions. They can submit a question. I ask and answer the question on the call. They can watch the recording, right? So absolutely, it's geared toward, in my opinion, it's really geared toward people that are starting out, and specifically starting as a side hustle, right? Because that's what it ultimately is. You do it as a side hustle until you get to the point you can tell the job to take this job and shove it, right? And there are certain steps along the way where it takes a little time to get 3 recurring clients. That may take you a little while.
Yeah, it could take you a year to get to that, but that doesn't mean you haven't made money along the way, because I found when I started, when we used to sell a lot of listings and that was our main activity. And it was those little jobs that we'd do, like an SSL certificate, some social media stuff, make additional videos, those kind of things. And they're sort of $200, $300, $400 jobs. And then we'd pick up the odd $800 website and those things. So it was a bit of a up and down. Cash flow one month might be $500, and the next month it might be $2,500, and the next month it might be $300. It was just, it goes up and down for a while, and then you get into the groove, because you're really, the biggest learning that I've had, and it goes through that path of 6 figures, was delivering my services and knowing how to interact with a customer, how to be accountable to that customer, but to get the job done, no procrastination, map out a reasonable time frame and deliver. And when you start delivering for customers, then it's real easy to start getting reoccurring and ongoing stuff. You build those relationships, and a $500 website customer can turn out to be a $1,500 SEO, PPC, whatever it is, and ongoing. And you can wind up getting a big spend out of those small initial customers. That's how the whole journey works. So
I've done complete trainings around that very idea of a foot in the door to get a bigger client. Foot in the doors you can offer, and medium ascensions, large ascensions, add-ons. I repeat that training because it's always evolving. Everything's evolving, right? Yeah. AI chatbots weren't a thing. Well, now you can offer an AI chatbot as a foot in the door, 30-day trial, right?
Yep.
So periodically I go over topics repeat because there are updates. But I literally just about 3 weeks ago did that exact thing, foot in the door to ascension, because that's the model. Obviously, everybody's new out of the gate, right? You don't go start playing baseball and start, unless you're just exceptional, just start batting 500, right? You got to take those little dingers, right? And then those dingers, you steal bases. It's the same metaphor for baseball, right? You get that single, turn it into a double, turn it into a triple, score, right? And it's very geared toward that, because people are new. Like you said, you're sorting out fulfillment. right? Oh my God, I got a GMB, a GBP management client. What do I do now, right? Well, we're here to help you with that, to map out that fulfillment as you get those clients.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea of weekly coaching and accountability calls. Is we're there. If you have a question, I end every session with, does anybody have any questions about anything? Not just the topic, but anything revolving around the path to six figures, service fulfillment, outreach, cold call, whatever it is. Every meeting ends with, do you have any questions? So you have direct access to me once a week, literally once a week. And that is, not to toot my horn, direct access to any coach, mentor, instructor is invaluable, right?
Yeah. Look, and I've been privileged to be one of those in Remote Millionaires and Agency Evolution. I think my biggest growth has come from my access to the other coaches and people like Laura Thompson, who had really helped me to structure my work day, my work week, and my work month, and even the quarterly results that I'm getting as well, all from the techniques that she offers in Agency Evolution. And you know, I took them on board. I had one-on-one calls with her, and that was another form of accountability. And I managed to have structured my workday now, so I'm actually productive, because I used to spend the whole day, I felt like I was busy, but I wasn't doing anything, you know. And it's easy to do when you're working on your own in something that there's a lot of systems and moving parts and stuff, and it's very easy to get sidetracked and go down the rabbit hole of something you don't have time for. So, you know, that has been a big learning for me, and it's changed how I do my business. It's changed my deliverables. It's made my business a lot more profitable because I'm much more efficient and I'm actually delivering more as well. So, yeah, I think access to those coaches and training, yeah, absolutely invaluable. You're quite right.
I've had Laura on calls. I've had Norm on calls. I've had you on calls, right? I've had Lucy on calls. All those people are instructors in Agency Evolution. They've been on calls with us in the 100K Club, right? So you're not just getting access to me. I also bring in outside experts. One of the largest PPC fulfillment agencies on the planet is going to do a presentation about October. I still have to work out timing with him, but we bring in all kinds. It's not just me.
Yeah,
it's not just the
really
offline sharks, but it's all relevant. So, but yeah, I love Laura too. She's, other than my wife, she's my favorite RM Agency Evolution instructor.
Yeah. So, yeah. So,
hey guys, we're getting some questions on the difference between this and the offline sharks other programs, right?
Okay, I can address that.
Yeah, perfect.
I can address that. The Path to Six Figures was a pre-existing 12-step program, but we had people say, you know, that's great, but we need more access to Dorn. We need more access to people. So we decided to evolve that into a mid-tier type program that involves the Path to Six Figures. We've made some updates to the Path to Six Figures, but also gives you some other bonuses, like you're going to get guest training from the RM instructors. In addition to what I do, you also now get access to weekly trainings with me. And that's because we saw a need in the market between the totally self-directed and the Agency Elite, the Shark Alliance Elite. So we developed the 100K Club, which gives you the same training and then some. It gives you weekly access to me, and it gives you, moving forward, if we have, let's say, the already done method, a similar product comes out, you will get access to those products as well moving forward. I hope that makes sense, Patty.
Yeah, I think it does, and I think we got the URL on the bottom there, which is great for anybody that wants it. Goes back to what we started talking about, right? It just starting out on your own, not knowing where to go, I think is so critical. When I started my agency, I'm going to date myself, but 2006, well, put the shingle out. I knew I could sell and I knew I could deliver services, but I didn't know where to start. Having something like this, having a playbook, a step-by-step processes and systems and SOPs is so critical. I don't even know how much money I wasted. Every time I fight with the past, I lose, right? So I don't want to go back and recalculate how much money was left on the ground. But this is just so critical to have for people that are starting out, right? And just focus on do this, and that accountability coach and the top flight people you're bringing to these, all these folks are in the coaches for Agency Evolution. So I think, they're getting the best of all worlds when it comes to the best programs in the business for growing your agency.
I agree.
Yep.
And Cameron just put in the chat, if you're an Agency Elite member, you already have this. It's just an updated Path to Six Figures 100K Club training has been updated. If you are a plus, you can update to get the weekly coaching for just $50.
So that's
I'm telling you, for $100 a month, this is a killer deal.
This
$10 a week
deal
for a roadmap and a proven method to grow your agency from 0 to 100K. $10 a week.
Exactly.
They're just giving it away.
If I'd have had this 20 years ago, I'd be a bit
Starbucks on the way up here. I mean, it's
exactly.
It's just going to Starbucks.
Yeah, that's ridiculously cheap. So which is awesome. And at the end of the day, it's accountability. It's being in that group environment, in those calls, and the messaging communication through Facebook and the likes and stuff, and that is exactly what you need to be able to tick that one off and get to the next one. Because if you think you can sit down and go to 10K a month in 30 days, it is not going to happen. I have seen very, very few people execute and get to 10K a month reoccurring within a few months. And typically they are people that have had a lot of prior experience, know exactly what they've got to go and do, bang, 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 because they've been there, done it before. But if you're new and you're growing it out and you're doing it as a side hustle, it is going to take you a period of time to get to there. But if you don't do the foundation stones, even if you do luck out and get a big customer, you will not have that customer for long. And how much is that going to dent your confidence moving forward? So following a pathway, a proven pathway, is the way to build an agency business that has got a serious revenue with it and can enable you to change your lifestyle, change your job, all those things.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to add, there's one other thing we focus on. Typically, we don't want to do a huge number of services right out of the gate. So one of our focuses is on websites. Included in this program are 18 different niches with templates and content. So you can go out and do multiple different ways to sell a website right out of the gate. It's included. And it's a great template. The content is stellar. It's easily modifiable. We have people in the Shark Alliance that have used Home Services Jackpot theme to do an Elvis impersonator's website, right?
Yeah.
It's ultimately and infinitely adaptable, and that's included. So we're going to show you how to mine clients to get web clients, how to close them, and how to
get that
fulfill
right, Dawn. Just so that I heard that correctly. That's 18 different websites with the content done and everything.
Yes.
There you go. Images.
Yes. Electrician, plumber, carpet cleaner,
you literally
dentist.
just add a logo and
contact information,
and
direct the form to the right email, and you're pretty much done. Right?
Wow.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, really, for
18 of them.
For the gives that you get, the accountability, the knowledge, right? Because a lot of times people are fearful that they don't know enough. And so you're going to be surrounded by some of the best in the business when it comes to starting an agency or delivering the services of an agency. Plus you get everything in the box. Plus you get accountability. I think, we should show some other stuff on, because Cameron, just to get him excited, right? We'll just give some more money and give some more giveaways to get Cameron going.
Let's do that. Let's give away some money. So I'll tell you what, enter the hashtag 100K Club, and we'll do what we do on Pirate Fridays. We'll do two $25 ones, and we'll come back to do it later on again as well. Why not? It's not our money.
Right.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got your chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Woo! Yeah. So
that's a song. There are some questions, Dorn. Can you see those?
Yes, I can, but I didn't
right.
want to interrupt the money song.
Oh no,
John, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to the link, it lists out the sites. If not, I can read them out to you.
Electrician, plumber, carpet cleaner, HVAC, floor installer, painting, landscaping, handyman, roofing, accountant, attorney, chiropractor, dentist, financial advisor, med spa, real estate agent, tutor, and veterinarian. That
and if I'm
is
not
a plethora
mistaken,
of niches, and I mean, and so many of those would be very easily adapted to something quite similar. Yeah.
We did one for yoga. I do believe Donna had a question. Donna, I believe med spa, real estate agent, tutor, and veterinarian are new niches. If I'm not mistaken, those are new content packs for the theme.
Awesome.
Roger, I can address that. In the Path to Six Figures 100K Club, you get a template and demo content for a agency website. It's right in there, ready to use, out of the box. We have a number of people that are using it, right? So that's there.
No, Petty, I didn't say shooter.
They're getting your Irish accent from Boston confused, right?
Oh, yeah.
You need to take that hat off, Richie. Nobody likes Boston.
Yeah.
No better team out there.
18 times. The record is theirs forever. 18 times, mate. I love me's the Celtics, and they broke my heart last year, and they came through this week.
It's just their record until the Lakers get rid of LeBron, and then the Lakers will be back.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, we're doing something.
First round. Darla. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
$25. Woohoo. Yeah. So let's put them back in there. We'll run it again, and we'll pick another one as well. Give away more money. Hey, free
Tony,
money.
don't get me started. I see your comments. Don't get me talking about the Cowgirls.
Petty. Tom's not here. Besides giving away his money, what are you guys reading? I've been reading code and text and everything else this week. I've just had a whole week of it, just stuff that I barely understand. And so I haven't sat down with a book for a while now. But what about you guys? Nick, you're at the Lake House. You must have a good book with you.
I do have a bunch. I got obviously a couple fun ones, but I did pick up. It was on Bill Gates's suggested summer reading list, and it's about AI. And I'll put myself off camera and I'll go grab it and I'll show it to everybody. But it's about AI and what it means for our future. And I figured Bill Gates recommends it. He's not as bright as Dorn, but he's a close second. So I got to read it.
You're killing me with these references. Celtics, Bill Gates.
I think Bill Gates, when he had a problem with Microsoft and stuff, and that he just ringed Dawn and asked what the answer was. So
absolutely,
yeah.
I would like to point out XP is the best operating system they ever built, and it only is the best because they let us hackers fix it.
I did not.
As far as what I'm reading, I am finishing up AI in email marketing. It's a book about how to use prompts to write email sequences and subject lines, and it's very, very good.
Oh, yeah. When send me the name of that, because
let's post
something.
that.
Actually, we were talking about it on Monday, weren't we, Dawn? Is the ability to write a prompt for a chatbot, the configuration of a chatbot. We think there's something in that, actually, a training where you learn how to writing prompts is a training in itself, because if you get really good at writing prompts, the deliverability of AI is just incredible. And I know I've been writing nurture sequences for my Reach machine, and I do it in ChatGPT, and it's about educating it and flowing through it and stuff. But if you get those prompts really dialed in, it just the quality of AI today is incredible. I think it's changed so much in
and
a
it's
year.
only getting better.
Yeah.
It's going to
So here's
continue
the
to get
first
better
one.
until it gets bad.
Brave New World.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So highly, from what I read, it's so far it's outstanding. It's so interesting. I was talking to my mom about it, who's in her 80s, and she went out and got it. And her book club in their 80s are reading this book. So, and then this is there you go, Pure Leaf. So this is the
Not
other
Jack
one that I'm reading.
Daniels.
Yeah, right. Which is branded like Sirhan, which is kind of creating your personal brand.
Is Khan? Is he the guy that started Khan Academy?
Yep. He is.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Which is, I think, the number one YouTube website and the number one free education site also. So
yeah, it's awesome. My kids use it all the time.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's do another round of the money. Cha-ching! Yeah, we'll pick someone else.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter.
Woohoo! Yeah. Alrighty. What have we got? 16 entries. It's good. There's good odds here. Good odds. And John Hardiman. Well done, John. Congratulations. Team will be reaching out to you. We'll send you some cash. Not our cash, Tom's cash. So yeah, awesome.
I have a question. John, are you the John from the UK that was on the call last night at 1 a.m. in the UK? We had a call. We do an extra call, which nobody talks about but me. It's called the mastermind call. And we had our monthly mastermind call last night. We went over a 120-day plan, which we do every 2 months. We go over how to do a 120-day plan so you have direction for your business.
Yeah.
So,
yep. And they're detailed too. I know I've been through it and done them before, and it's a really, really good way to make yourself accountable, because you start learning that this is what I'm doing on Monday, and you're going to focus on and get that task done, because this is what I'm doing on Tuesday, and you build your week out like that, build out the month like that, build out the 3 months, and you wind up with a trajectory going forward, not just flopping around and bouncing from one thing to another. So that planning exercise.
Absolutely.
If you spend a whole weekend working it out, you will never finish it in one go. You sit down and do a 120-day plan. You're not going to sit down and write the 120-day plan and go, right, that's it, I don't have it out. You're going to constantly come back to it and renew things and change things up and move things around and those things. But so long as you've got that roadmap, you will get there. It's a valuable tool, because if you start planning your business by quarter, the year will take care of itself. Yep. Worry about the quarters, and the way to worry about a quarter is to do a week and a month, and those months add up to the quarters, and it moves you forward so quickly.
Yeah, we operate in the
I would have joined you, but I was tied up with visitors last night, so
that's okay.
Yeah, I do like those 120-day planning sessions. They're brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. And we operate in sprints, so we do a 120-day plan. But that is, like you said, that's a roadmap. That's not necessarily the details, right? So then we chunk that roadmap down into what we call sprints. Sometimes they're 2 weeks, sometimes they're a month. And we do hyper detail in the sprints, right? Whereas the 120-day plan, like you said, is the roadmap. So you don't get up on Monday and think, what am I supposed to be doing? Right. It's like you said, it's kind of a built-in accountability tool. Check your 120-day plan. What are you supposed to be doing? Oh, I need to set up an entity. That means I need to talk to a lawyer, right? Chunk it down, do your sprints, get your foundational, work on your operational, which is what you're doing in your agency. Foundational is building your agency. Operational is running your agency, right? You've got literally a roadmap of what you should be doing for the next 90 days, right? So you don't have to think about what to do. You don't have to prioritize what to do. You've already done all that. Now you have to do, which is, I found 120-day plans to be absolutely invaluable in running my businesses. Been doing it for probably 20 years. So. And you get that as a 100K club member.
There's another thing that this whole system does. Sorry, Nick, carry on, mate.
No. I think it's so smart. If you think about every smart entrepreneur that I work with or have worked with, and in essence, they run their business on a rolling 120 days, right? And if you think about the EOS system, right, we're just following that. What do I need to do in this next 90 days? Because a year is too daunting and nothing gets done. Right. So it's just 120 days, accountability partner. This is what I'm doing. Boom, 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 boom. Did you get this done? Did you get this done? Did you get this done? It's not saying that things won't change in those 120 days, but you just keep focused on those 120 days. And the best entrepreneurs that I know that really run businesses that don't run their lives, right? The business runs them. They run their businesses, not vice versa. They do it by running 120 days, and they have a really strong accountability culture and coach. And I think this 100K club really just brings that to the table. Really brings that to the table.
Absolutely. I think the other thing about the program as well, and that group environment, is the sharing of knowledge and ideas, and also the things that work. And how many of us have had a plan, been sort of working on this and everything else and that, something comes along and you go, oh, I can fit that in as well. And you go and grab it, and then that distracts you from what you were doing originally, and you spend a couple of days working on that as opposed to the things that you'd already planned out to do as well. So when you're in that group environment and you've got those accountability partners around you as well, something comes along and say, has anyone used this? Is it? And if it's going to say it's going to fit in because everyone knows that's exactly the thing that does this, it's really valuable to have. Great. If it's not, it's another shiny object. It's stay focused on what you've got, the tools in front of you, and get them working. Then worry about finding other things to add to it and add to it again and again. That's it's a great form of accountability, because a lot of us, it comes along and go, oh, I can see how that works and it'll fit in really nicely, and you go and grab it. It's you do it as an impulse, as opposed, because you think in the future it's going to be useful. But if you're using the things that are useful to you right now and getting them complete, those tools become even more valuable later on, as opposed to distracting you from getting the main work done. So, anyway, that's a bit of a tip there. We are running out of time, and we need to do some accountability shout outs first and foremost. All right. These are all superstars, and I've been very lucky. I've actually been talking with most of these guys this week. Robert Nahas, it just blows me away. He is just 100% focused and just nailing it. I think he's done, 4 or 5 $10,000 websites in the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Wow.
He is just absolutely smoking it. He's a very, very clever guy. He's got a very successful writing agency business, and the customers that he's giving, they're very high value customers, and he's converting them to digital. Just like shooting fish in a barrel. I love what he's doing. He's incredibly focused and very, very good at what he does. Bill Cook, another great guy. I've had a couple of chats with Bill this week. Technically incredibly smart, really great guy. And I think he's running 3 different reach machines. So he's just absolutely amazing. Mark is new and again, checking in. He's staying focused and getting things set up. Barry Shaw, I met in London a couple of weeks ago. Another fantastic guy. He's working full time and setting up an agency at the same time, and he's doing it, like not with his eyes closed. But he's doing it easy because he's really focused and getting through the work. Alan, I had a good catch up with Alan yesterday, and he's got a really good thing going on out in San Diego, and I can't see out of there. Greg, yeah, I've been chatting with Greg this week as well, and he's got a lot of things are coming together, and so I think there's a couple of people who are on the verge of launching their Reach machines, and a couple that have got them up and running already, and they're producing great results. So congratulations to all of you. Stay focused. Keep on getting the work done, and great results to come. Yeah. Oh, and welcome to Dietrich Whitfried.
DJ
joined this week. DJ, that's right. Yeah. Congratulations and welcome aboard. Looking forward to meeting you in person, and getting to work.
Got a lot of superstars in the program, Agency Evolution, as well as the 100K Club. I mean, it goes back to what we started talking about, just surrounding yourself with really like-minded individuals. What a great group of people that were, on the accountability shout-outs, and they're just really getting stuff done, right? No nonsense, getting stuff done. So that is phenomenal.
Yeah, there's no procrastination that comes from that team. Yeah, look, let's move straight on to shout outs, eh? Look at that, our own one of our family, Shashan, who was here, by the way. Shashan runs everything in the background here. Dawn, maybe you'd like to talk to this because I know you work very closely with Shashan and setting this up and getting it out the door. But the results so far have been just stunning.
Yeah, she did an excellent job. Again, I helped her set up her Reach machine a little bit. She wrote phenomenal emails. She took the templated Reach emails, wrote very, very specific, because she's in Jamaica, so they talk a little bit different, right? She wrote very specific emails. She scrubbed a list, didn't have a huge list, and blasted it out, and they immediately started responding. They started hitting her on WhatsApp. They looked her up online and called her. It's like she's had a phenomenal response, just phenomenal. And I couldn't be prouder of her because sometimes she's a little reluctant. She doesn't like talking on the phone. So Reach is ideal for her, right? She gets to do basically cold outreach. They respond, which is much, much easier, right? To talk to people when they're calling you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be prouder of her. She's awesome. She walks the walk and talks the talk. She's not just the community manager and back end support. She's an agency owner. Mm-hmm. So you're learning and you have support from people that are doing, right? That's kind of the difference with Offline Sharks is, we're all doing this stuff. Richie's doing it. I'm doing it. Nick and Tom are doing it. Shashan's doing it. Everybody, Norm, everybody you see that says they're doing it, we know we're all doing it. In some of the programs I'm in, the people that are running the program haven't run an agency in 15 years, right? I can't say enough about Shashan. She is awesome. She's like my right-hand man running the 100K Club. She does so much stuff that most people just don't know about, and now she's building her agency too.
Yeah,
right?
Which is, in fact, I think one thing I'd love to add, Dawn, is the clear focus and the good thought process that went into choosing the target market.
Oh, yeah.
And then the way to do that communication as well. And it's very, very smart. It's well thought out. Yes. And the execution of it is nothing short of perfect. So, I'm just so proud. And I just, it warms our heart. We had a support meeting on yesterday. And we sort of celebrated it amongst the support team and shared it internally, and everyone is just so chuffed with what Shashan has done, and so heartfelt congratulations. Yeah,
we're going to have to get Shashan on a Reach call.
I think so. I would love to, and look, because as I say, the thought process that went into it is exactly what I've been preaching about for a year now, was you've got to clearly identify your target market and what it is you're talking to and how you're going to talk to them. And that's exactly what Shashan did. And I think it's fantastic. It's essential that you do that. And because it makes it work a lot better. It'll work
In
if you
my
just throw it out
opinion.
there. But if you dial it in, it really works.
Yeah. In my opinion, she picked the perfect niche for her location. I mean, it's just like hand in glove. It's perfect, right?
It's like shooting fish in a barrel, as I say. Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. No, congratulations. Oh, look at this.
Yay, me.
Who's that young fella? Hey.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in about 20 years.
So what have you done this week, Dawn? Google profile optimization, like $297 plus $497 a month management for an attorney in London. Good stuff. $1,000 a month Google PPC client, therapy clinic in North Carolina, 7 ebooks, and 4 in final editing. Oh, well done. Congratulations. Latest Reach machine launched 7 free listings in 2 days. Good stuff.
Yep.
Well done, mate. That's
And
a lot
both of
work.
those are referrals.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wow, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah. That's we were talking about it before, and I'm very lucky. I'm going to, I've got a bunch of referrals this week, and I'm looking to close them out next week. So, yeah, very exciting.
Awesome.
EG Buzz, cold outreach to a business and ranked one of his keywords and blogs #1 organic as a gift test, and sent him the best 92 keywords that he ranks number 11 through 20 with commercial intent and already at least a little traffic. She pestered him so much that he asked to get on her calendar. Wow, awesome! That hey, that is thought considered prospecting. You're finding the pain point, you're proving that you can do the job, and stuff, and you're just staying in front of them and right on that. And you know what? That is not so much prospecting, that's sales conversion, isn't it, Nick? You're
100%.
proving what you can do, you're proving it, and just saying, here I am, and then here's the bill, and that is, it's a good strategy, and congratulations, well done.
I love it. And you got to stay on it. So she pestered him so much, they finally said yes. I think, unfortunately, we got to do that for the first couple sales.
Absolutely. And you've got to give yourself the confidence to do it as well. And because it becomes easier and easier, the more confidence you build in having success. Nick Ponte Marketing, the team out there, $5,000 website and $2,000 a month Google ad campaign, 4 months of follow-up to land them as a new client. So, yeah, surf school, brilliant. That's, and look at that, high value as well, but 4 months. We
were just talking about that.
To land big clients, they don't just sign up the next day because you talk to them one time. The one in New Zealand, I spent 6 months working on that one in New Zealand, and they will convert to being our biggest customer and probably one of our only major corporate customer in New Zealand. That'll just be the agency will exist on that customer. That's how big they are. I mean, they are 11 countries, but yeah, as I say, 6 months work went into it to get them to come on board. So you just got to stay focused, accountable, and chip away at it. Okay, grand total for the week, $9,156, including your ebooks, Dawn. And the grand total of I did have it. Okay,
like 1.4 something.
575,900 since the start of the year. Yeah, I bet we're getting there. But
it's higher than that.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think yeah, I don't know whether we do some auditing or something else on that, but I really do think the numbers, we're not posting everything that we're winning out there, and I am hand on heart, I'm guilty as that I just don't get about it. I kind of, it's the old, I don't want to shout about, everything I'm doing all the time and make other people not think that they're achieving when they are. And that's why it doesn't matter whether it's a free listing, an upgrade for $49, or a $5,000 website. A win is a win, and we celebrate wins. That's that is the key. Right? Shall we give away more of Tom's money?
100%.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, chatter. You ain't talking money, then you
We've only got 10 in there, so we'll give people another minute to put 100K Club in if you haven't already done it. And I mean, let's face it, there's some pretty good odds there to win more of Not Our Money. So yeah, it's fun. I tell you, actually, one thing: have we got a member of the week this week?
Yes, we do.
let's-
Very deserving member.
While we're getting that 100K Club people entering that, why don't we do member of the week this week? And there's
Whoop.
exactly. I mean, what can I say? Yeah, absolutely. A round of applause for our favourite new agency owner and perfect execution of a reach machine. Just I absolutely love this, hey. And we're the whole team at Offline Sharks Agency Evolution. We are just so proud of Shashan and the efforts that you've made in getting this set up and underway. So definitely member of the week. You will be getting now. I think where do they get sent out from? The treasure chests. I haven't got mine. I'm not in my office. So I haven't got mine. But you'll be getting the new treasure chest. Obviously, the contents remain a secret, and only those who get them know what's inside it. But having been privileged enough to see the inside of one, pretty special. So that's going to be winging its way to you, Shashan, and well deserved. Congratulations.
Absolutely. I'm so thrilled she's doing this.
Awesome.
And we're going to get her some upsells.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's bringing in the paid listings and the likes is one thing. Moving them to being customers and selling services and stuff. That's what we do here. That's what we're in the business of doing here. So
one of her listings, the website literally looks like it was created in 1990. It is horrible. And he's a tourist agent, right? He's a tourist guy. And his website, if you looked at his website, you would not want to go to Jamaica. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
So she's got an instant upsell opportunity. So
yeah, I think there's so much upside to that market in Google profiles, reviews, mobile optimization, a really big one because you're stepping off a cruise ship or an airplane and stuff, and that you're based on your phone. So the more responsive their online presence is to mobile, the more customers you're going to get. It's as simple as that. So, and as I was talking to Shashan the other day, and it was like, well, there's so much feeder activity as well. Things like dentists and hairdressers and stuff are also in that tourist market because you're on a cruise ship and you're like, I've got a toothache. I've got to go and see someone. I can't enjoy myself. Man, the first dentist that pops up on your phone is where you're going. So you may as well have that dentist optimized for mobile and or have reviews available and all those things as well because they're going to win the business. So yeah, that's that was what we were talking about the other day was the actual feeder organizations, not just tourism stuff. So yeah. Anyway, let us give away more of other people's money. Paddy.
All right, Paddy. That's
awesome. Yeah. Fantastic.
Phenomenal.
And should we do one more? And that way we've squarely given away $100 of Not Our Money.
Absolutely. Blame me.
Beyond the shit.
Everybody else
Absolutely.
does.
Well, there's only 12 entries in there.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money. Dollar.
Cheating, bling, bling, chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Aha. Right. The odds are pretty good here. And
Donna.
Hey,
Great.
a path to six figures, 100K Club member, and very successful too. Some huge wins out of Donna. I think for over the past 18 months. She's got that agency by the tail and really got a lot of good things going on. So congratulations, Donna. That is absolutely fantastic. We're going to wrap it up shortly here, guys. So what's on for the weekend? Nick, you'll be doing the gardens and reading your book?
Well, not the gardens, no. But we'll definitely be on the boat, be on the pontoon, be on the jet ski, probably getting ready to make a cocktail as soon as my wife gets back with the ice and the lemons and limes, and just going to enjoy enjoy the house. Got to get some work done tomorrow morning. But, besides this show was the highlight of my weekend. Being up here will be my second highlight.
Wonderful. You have a great time. Dawn, what are you up to this weekend?
Tomorrow I'm working.
What has Lucy told you you're doing this weekend?
she doesn't get me Saturday. I'm working tomorrow and watching UFC. That's like my Saturday. Sunday, I've been volunteered to go with her because she started a nursery and we're vendors at a local farmer's market. So Sunday all day, I'm hanging out at a farmer's market.
Excellent.
So hopefully they have
wonderful.
coffee nearby.
They will, and they'll have pie or donuts for sure. So there you go.
Yeah, too right. Yeah. Well, I've got house guests for the next couple of weeks. So we've got Mandy's got one of her best friends from New Zealand and her sister. They arrive tonight. As I say, I've got I had a former customer of mine back in New Zealand. Her and one of her employees came and stayed last night. I'm about to go back down Broadway and meet up with them, which is, when you live in Nashville, the last place you want to go is Broadway. And the only time you can go is when people come from out of town. So, yeah, it's punishing, but I do have a bit of work to do this weekend as well. I've got a very complicated migration of a website coming up on Monday. So,
I'm available to help with that. I never responded to that.
Mate. I was going to hit you up on Monday because, it is a complicated one, and from that, I'm going to do a lot of learning, and I'm going to record the process and the steps and stuff, so that next time I come to face that situation of migrating a complicated website, I've got a much better understanding of it, and I'm able to execute it. And that's one of the things I use to keep myself accountable in my business. Is I may as well do it once and do it right and learn from it, so that next time I go to do it, it's much easier for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. It would have been boring as if it was just me. And go the Celtics! Congratulations on winning the NBA for the 18th time. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Everyone else, what's the name? Stay safe. Practice aloha, and we will. Hang on,
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.